Hey everybody, this is Eli Freestone and you're watching my Project 3 screencast for Mobile Interfaces and Usability 1211. So this project went fairly smoothly. I did have some of the same hangups I had last week, where every time I'd change anything in my code, it would dishevel my app in some way or another, which automatically sent me into design mode. So I did have to stop fairly often to fix something, but once I got over that, converting my Gold app actually to jQuery Mobile was simpler than I expected it to be. It went very smooth. Anyways, so let's go on to the apps here. I've actually been using prominent buttons and um, input prompts and stuff pretty much from the get-go, so I didn't really have to change a whole lot. For my Bronze app, the only thing I actually changed was adding the news feed. I totally spaced that last week. It's another one of those elements, though, that I do like it, and if I can work out the programming and everything, it might move over to my Gold app. Right now, it's just hard-coded, though, and the way it's implemented, it just fits better in my Bronze app. Anyways, let's move over to the Gold. I wasn't able to get the text to align properly, so this is actually an image, a PNG with a transparent background. But yeah, I did finally get that. That was really bugging me. So let's move on to the app. Now this is actually converted over to jQuery Mobile, but I'm not a big fan of the jQuery themes, so I actually overrode most of it and went back to basically what I had before. Everything except for the slider, though. For some reason, if I override that and style it myself, it won't validate. So right now it has to stick with this slider. I'm working on that, though. I'm not a big fan of that slider. So for the error messages, I was able to get the pop-up to work. That was fairly complicated, but still a little bit easier than I was expecting it to be. But then we still have the same page error messages as well. I just have the top 3 validate. As for defaults, I was originally going to put the event date default as the current day, but then it dawned on me that most users aren't going to be adding an event the day that it's occurring. So I thought that wasn't a very good default, so I just let it stay with the stock one where it just says month, day, year. I thought that was a lot more fitting. I did actually get all my CRUD to work for the jQuery Mobile, although styling-wise, this extra box out here is actually the box for the browse data on my index. But once I figure out how to get that to also dynamically fill, I'll work on getting rid of this part here. Anyways, I guess that's about it. This is Eli Freestone, Project 3 for MIU 1211. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.